What's up, guys? Today I wanted to show you something kind of crazy that I found. Those of you who follow my channel, you know that I have a lot of crazy flowers and stuff. I got stapelias, which smell like carrion. I've got the amorphophallus, that smell like rotten meat. Some of them smell like poop, some smell like rotten meat. Then I've got the Sauromatum venosum. Now, the typical Sauromatum venosum it gets about 3 feet tall. The leaves are about 1.5 feet across, and the stems are mottled, real dark, light. It's like a light green with dark spots all over it. And most of these bulbs get to be about this size. This is one of them that I've got. This is a different type, but this is about the size that a normal Sauromatum venosum gets. These are also called voodoo lilies because they don't need water and they don't need soil to bloom. They will bloom just like this sitting on your table. Now, whenever it starts to grow in the leaf, it will grow roots, so you need to pot it once the flower dies. But this is a typical size of a Sauromatum venosum. Anyway, what I want to tell you guys about. I've grown these things outside for about 3 years now. I didn't know they were hardy here in West Virginia until I planted one, and it came back. So, now I'm not sure if the birds are eating the seeds. I have noticed there are some outside with seed pods on them. The flies do get them in the springtime when they bloom. But they are everywhere in the backyard. I don't know how many of these things I've dug up and thrown on compost. They will not die. They just keep coming back again and again and again. So, my boyfriend was out back. He was cleaning out the flower bed because he bought a bunch of daylilies. He's wanting to cross-pollinate daylilies or something. I don't know. And he dug up some of these things, and actually, there's another one somewhere. I don't know where that one is. It was out back. I found it early on. Either laid it down somewhere or something. I don't know. But anyway, he was out there digging up everything in there, throw it away. Everything, because the corn didn't do anything, the beans didn't do anything. Everything just kind of sucked. I guess where it rained so much, the tomatoes ended up dying again like they did last year. But he just tore up everything and planted some daylilies out back. But in the process, he dug up a Sauromatum. About 2 years ago, I bought some Sauromatum venosum Indian giants off of eBay. And apparently, I must have thought they was dead or something, because I guess I dumped the pot out in the compost, and usually every spring, we go through the compost, we turn it, and we dig out the good dirt that's already rotted and composted, put it in the beds, and the rest of it we keep flipping until it does the same thing. But these things have popped up everywhere out back. I have dug them up and dug them up and dug them up. It's crazy. I've thrown probably 20 of them on a compost thing. I don't know if they'll probably end up coming back next year again. If they do, I'm going to dig them up, put them in a bag, and throw them in the trash, unless someone wants them. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Your typical Sauromatum bulb is about this big. It may get 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch wider, and a little bit higher than this. It's about 3 inches high from there, and it's getting ready to grow. But this is your typical Sauromatum, the common regular Sauromatum venosum. Now, this one was dug up out back. Like I said, he was digging out back here, cleaning out the flower beds, and he found this. Mind you, this thing weighs 3 pounds. This is a 3-pound Sauromatum venosum bulb. 3 freaking pounds. This thing is bigger around than a CD. And you can tell by my hand, like that, how big it is. And there's the top of it. This one has a lighter green stem, and it does have the green spots, but it has bigger spots and it has fewer per stem than the other one does. And this thing has babies like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's some on this side. There's one on the bottom there too. Don't know why or how they get all the way down there. But yeah, this is your regular Sauromatum, and this is the Indian giant. Can you tell how much bigger that thing is? This thing's like the weight of 2 big grapefruits. It is huge. I have never, in the 5 or 6 years I have grown these things, never had one get big like this. This was growing out back where the compost was thrown out in the garden. And this is where it was growing. It was in that compost. This is just like dead plants and stuff out of the garden. Stuff like annual flowers, like hanging baskets and stuff. We take back here and dump out. We take potato peelings and on apple peelings, orange peelings, and stuff like that out of the kitchen. We dump it back here. And things do this. I even had the Italian giant elephant ear come back, and they're not cold hardy, and it got down to around 0 degrees last winter. I had 2 of them come back last year, and they're still back there. They're pretty much as tall as I am. But I have never seen a Sauromatum Venosum bulb this big, and this is the Indian giant one. Now, I have a few of these little bulbs, these little sides right here. If any of you guys would be interested in growing this species, let me know. I have probably enough for 5 or 6 people. Probably seeing like 3 or 4 bulbs per person. If you're interested in this, I'm going to put my email address below in the video below in the description, and I will send you 3 or 4 of these little bulbs. Oh, that one just fell off. That's the bottom, and that's the top. They're crazy looking because they look like little nuts. But yeah, I'm gonna put my email just down there. If you guys are interested in this, let me know. Like I said, I've got enough for probably 4 or 5 people. 3 or 4 bulbs a piece. They're small. Some of them are. These are about 1 inch across, and then there's some that's like be a 1/4 of an inch across. But you can grow them in pots if you want to. You can plant them in the ground. They're hardy to zone 6. If you live in zone 5 or further up north, what you might want to do is plant 1 or 2 in the ground. Keep the other 2 in pots and keep them inside during the winter, just so you don't lose them. But that's one way you can test them, see if they're hardy. But they are, I think I'm in zone 6B, which is southern West Virginia. But if you guys are interested in this, let me know. This thing is a freaking monster. I'm really eager to see how big the flower gets on this, if it does bloom next year. But I don't think I've had one of these bloom yet. I've had just a regular one to bloom. I had 7 of them outside bloom last year, or 8 maybe. But if you're interested in it, like I said, contact me. I'll send you 3 or 4 bulbs a piece, and then post a video next year. I mean, let's see how they're doing. The leaves on them, sometimes they'll grow 1 or 2, but normally it's just like 1 stem. Just like the Amorphophallus is, if the stem gets damaged or broken, sometimes it'll often produce a second one. But like I said, just let me know what you guys want to do. I'm not going to keep all these little bulbs. I have so many of these things outside, it's ridiculous. If you want to try it, send me an email. Later, guys.